Hello, hi, it's Wednesday the 7th of October. Anyone who's ever met me would probably tell you that I'm not shy and I like a bit of a chat. I love nothing better than talking to people. It's still a source of amazement to Jill, even after being married for over 40 years, that as soon as I wake up in the morning, I start chattering non-stop. All the thoughts, all the ideas, all the opinions that have come to me in the night, well, I just can't wait to share them. Jill, on the other hand, well, she's always preferred a quiet start to her day, a cup of coffee, lots of staring into the middle distance. That's what she likes. So as you can imagine, my barrage of prattle isn't always well received. Lately I've taken to going out on my bike first thing in the morning. And it gives me a chance to fit some exercise into my daily routine, but it also allows Jill to pull herself together before she's ready to listen to all of my important stuff. Unexpectedly, I found another benefit of being out on my bike early in the morning. I find that I bump into lots of other early risers who also seem to be more than ready for a good, socially distanced chat. I had a very interesting chat with a bloke out walking his poodles the other day. I found out loads of stuff about that breed of dog that I didn't know. The man who empties the bins beside the glass recycling containers, he was full of fascinating local knowledge. And then there was the morning where I met a couple who were wild camping in their motorhome next to the recycling area. I had a lovely chat with them. We exchanged lots of stories about our motorhoming adventures. It's great. It's a chatterbox's dream out and about in the early morning. Today's reading set for communion is Luke chapter 11, and it's all about chatting. It's about chatting to God. It's the bit in the Bible where Jesus teaches his disciples to pray. It's a funny thing, but whether we're naturally quite chatty people or really rather reserved, we all find it hard to chat to God sometimes. It's quite encouraging to know that the disciples had the same problem. And having observed Jesus praying, they said, "Lord, teach us to pray." It's also encouraging that Jesus keeps it very simple. He doesn't say, well, you must be somewhere quiet, or you must be on your knees, or you've got to be in church, or you've got to be feeling holy. He doesn't say any of those things. Instead, he gives them a set of guidelines that make it easier to chat to God. He tells them to say, "Hallowed be thy name." In other words, when we chat to God, start by thinking about him, about how great he is and what an amazing world he has given us to live in. He goes on, "Your kingdom come." It's easier to chat to God when we recognise that he has a plan for us. He wants us to be with him in his kingdom forever. Our lives are not just random. It also reminds us to spend some time listening to God for guidance. A chat is a two-way street. Don't let your prayers become a monologue. Give us each day our daily bread. We can ask God for his help. He wants us to talk to him about the things that we need. He's interested in us as people. Forgive us our sins. Jesus goes on, say sorry for the things that we've done, those things that we know we shouldn't have done. It's very therapeutic. We also forgive those who sin against us. Talking to God about people who have hurt our feelings or left us feeling angry can be very beneficial. God will help us. I don't know how, but he does. He helps us let go of our negative feelings that can sometimes drag us down. And finally, lead us not into temptation. You know, we all have weaknesses in our characters. We try to do the right thing most of the time, but everyone is tempted to say something or to think something that they shouldn't from time to time. I know I do it a lot. We can give those weaknesses to God, and he'll help us to recognise when we're allowing ourselves to be led astray. So chatting to God, really, well, it's easy. And using that pattern of the Lord's Prayer, it can help us a lot. So maybe you could have a little chat to him sometime this coming week. And maybe, if you're an early riser, I might bump into you for a chat one of these mornings. Bye for now.